And here we go.
It is time. It is fun time. It's Sunday Fun Day. It's October 12th. It's Sports and Tacos. It is football. My Broncos are playing right now in London, winning by 1. We're just going, and we're going to have some fun. We got Shotgun. We got Bama. We got me. We got the man in the shower. We also have, oh my gosh, Mr. MLB Great, Mr. Gregory Vaughn. And then we also got G Unit, Tennessee. All right, boys and girls. America, it's time for football time. Shotgun started up.
Do this.
All right. Another amazing edition of Sports and Tacos coming at you. Let's see. Looks like Greg's going to be logging on in just a minute. I think G Unit should be logging on. There was some email difficulties, but yeah, either way, it's always fun when you're in like the middle of posting something and people call you or email you or text you things. It's just like, oh, wait, hold on, world. Let me.
G Unit!
G Unit!
What's happening?
What up, baby?
What's happening?
Nada.
Chilling, man.
Watching the Broncos getting ready to lose in London.
No, they're not going to lose. We're up by 1 point. God bless America.
No, we are not going to lose this game. It's
Yeah, they are.
not
The Jets
going
get
to-
that first win.
Guess what? This is my question to G Unit. Oh my gosh, are we going to be losing 3 games in a row?
No. Absolutely.
Oh my gosh, look who you're playing tonight.
We got
3 in a row because they beat Baltimore like 3 weeks ago. So
Well, 3, they're still getting whooped, it looks like.
You know what'd be funny? Ravens should have got Flacco back.
Ah!
Ah!
Hey, I took the Rams today. I didn't take Baltimore.
who would take Baltimore today?
You know what? That would be an amazing homecoming. Get Flacco back there. He'll win a playoff game, and they'll be like, why do we get rid of him?
Oh, man in the shower. I knew something was coming up.
Unit.
And by the way,
but
Do you happen to
Mr.
have the
Greg
whistle?
Vaughn has a very
That kind of
good team to play against today, too.
You
And
do?
I went against them.
You did?
I'm in
I
Kansas.
took Tampa Bay.
Yeah, I did too, Greg. I did too.
I just your quarterbacks are too banged up. Your team's banged up, but you still get W's. But I don't see a W today.
That means we have a chance.
We're going to get in.
You got
we're getting into
50-50,
that.
50-50.
So, all right, guys, there is a ton to talk about right now. I'll just start off here because this is, I believe, NFL Week 6. I think just from the craziness of the first 5 weeks of NFL season, Vegas is probably getting ready to build a new skyscraper casino because that's how crazy the start of this NFL season is.
Yeah.
You know, the general rule of thumb is when the underdogs cover or win, Vegas most of the time makes money just because the majority of the world is Homer Simpson. Most of the time, the betting public, when the favorites cover, Vegas loses money. It's all over the place. Like my games just from last week. I mean, we could sit here for 2 hours talking about just the games from last week. Like, let's just start off here because we got Miss G Unit on the show today. And how does Kansas City? Okay, I get it. Jacksonville, they're pretty good. You know, they're better, maybe improved, whatever. I guess from looking at the stats, Kansas City goes in, loses to Jacksonville last week. Trevor
That was
Lawrence.
your 50 taco loss.
So Trevor Lawrence didn't have like some kind of game to write home about. How? And I looked at the defensive stats. I looked at the offensive stats for Jacksonville. I don't really know how that that happened. Trevor Lawrence didn't throw for 350 yards and 4 touchdowns. Like, yeah. What are your guys' thoughts on Casey? I understand the loss, but let's just what's everybody's thoughts of the Chiefs right now? Bam.
Here's what I think of the Chiefs. Chiefs went in there, though. It's the Jaguars, and then they got comfortable. And I do believe, I know the Chiefs are playing horrible right now, but I do believe the Chiefs, like these losses, they're in the locker room like, guys, we could have won these games. Like, so I still believe in the Chiefs. I think it's such a damn long season. They're gonna play, whatever, just to get by. And I still count them as getting into the playoffs and doing something in there. And that's, I believe, the mentality of the team right now. That's just, I don't know what it is, but it's a gut thing. That's what I'm coming from with the Chiefs.
Jacksonville's a hard place to go play. Hey, Bama, what any thoughts on KC right now? Any thoughts on KC or Jacksonville?
I mean, the Chiefs keep kind of shooting themselves in the foot again. It seems like. I mean, again, Chris Jones that last play, everybody's calling him out. Why you didn't help? Go for the tackle on Sunshine when he fell down, that kind of thing. But I mean, the Chiefs kind of was up and down the field with them most of the game. Jacksonville didn't break when they would needed to, but I'm not really sold on either one right now. I'm buying the Jacksonville more than I'm buying the Chiefs, just because I feel like Jacksonville's got a little more of a complete team than the Chiefs do. But yeah, plus it was Sunshine's birthday. It was quarterback. Yeah, what's his name? Yeah, it was his birthday right there.
It was Trevor Lawrence's birthday.
Yeah.
Ah, well, I mean, happy birthday, Trevor Lawrence. You beat the Chiefs. Tony. Okay, so
See, this was the 50 tacos that we bet on last week there, sir, because I had 3.5 in Jacksonville, and Jacksonville did what I thought they were going to do. They were going to go in, they're going to eat, and Jacksonville had some Kansas City cheap burgers.
I'll grab the paperwork because I write this stuff down.
Yeah, and I'm correct on this, and America knows this too.
I mean,
No,
the Chiefs won that game on paper. They just didn't win a game in swamp.
No, they didn't even win it on paper in my eyes.
But
You had ETN. He's the third best running back in the NFL. You got Trevor Lawrence that is stepping up and being a man, and then throwing touchdowns, and also, by the way, running in touchdowns.
like I said, the Chiefs
And
shot
oh my
themselves in
gosh,
the foot.
no, the Chiefs been shooting themselves in the foot since last season in the Super Bowl. That's what
Right.
they've been doing, shooting themselves in the foot ever since the Super Bowl loss.
Hey, Greg Vaughn. Greg
Well-
By
Vaughn,
the way, good morning.
What's happening?
how's it going?
Good. You get ready to get on a plane, but other than that, but that's what we've been saying the whole time. Spencer, we've been saying you don't have to throw for 455 yards, 5 touchdowns. You just got to win games, And if you're winning games, I mean, stats are stats. I mean, bottom line is wins. You know what I mean? I think, people get caught up in stats, and the bottom line is getting a W, right? I mean, look at the 49ers. I mean, every week, even when Purdy's playing, he throws for 192 yards, maybe 1 touchdown, 2 touchdowns, and they win. So I think stats are overrated. I think, then we don't have to have that long debate on Bo Nix going into the Hall of Fame today because, he didn't throw for 600 yards. So I think
They're actually having a good game
And they're still losing.
by 1 point.
Yeah, but I'm just saying the bottom line is getting the win, right? Just playing good enough to win. So I think that's what it comes down to. And people get caught up in stats and the rest of that stuff, and that's all irrelevant. The bottom line is
No, but I agree with Greg.
No, of course.
100%. A W is a W.
How the hell does Trevor Lawrence fall down, get up, fall down again, and then still get in the damn end zone there? How does that happen out there?
it happens because no one's seen him, no one knew where he was going to be, and when he fell down, it just threw the timing off. It's like that old. When they're in the shotgun and you get the snap and it bounces and everyone's timing's off, they see the ball. It was just their time. The stars aligned and
You're in headlights right there.
Hey,
Yeah,
Greg, you know what it reminds me of? The movie the replacements. Flacco.
Oh, I think we lost you, Tony.
Well, yeah. Here's the thing with the stats.
Hey guys, hey Bentley, hold on one second. G Unit. I just want to get some perspective from the Chiefs. Like, how are you and the sisters and the fam? What's everybody thinking about the Chiefs at the moment? I mean,
We're nervous. I mean, we should have had that game. We did have that game. Well, we're 14-0. Patty Mahomes, he just can't depend on it right now. I mean,
Spencer.
hey, you lost your sound. Can you guys hear me? Oh, is it me? Oh, okay.
No, we can see you. We can see your phone.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
just can't hear G Unit.
We can't hear.
Okay, can you guys see me now?
I could
We
hear
can hear
you.
you. We can't hear G.
Okay, cool. Okay, hey, G Unit, go, dude. What were you saying?
can you guys hear me?
It's choppy. Choppy.
We need to get it together. We need to get it together. Travis Kelce, he needs to get it together.
Yeah.
It's a tough day to do it too with the Lions. Today's a tough day for the
Good
Chiefs.
game.
You guys
You're
know
going to be in Detroit City.
whose jersey am I wearing right now? Number 31.
yeah.
He used to play.
Priest home. Priest home.
Ah, you got it. You got it.
I know Holmes. He used to run over Denver.
Remember Bruce Holmes was with the Ravens?
Players. One of my favorite players. So
Yeah, Priest Holmes was sick back in the day.
He was giving the Ravens.
So,
I know.
Yeah, he was with the Ravens.
He was giving the Ravens. That was get that Super. Yeah.
Yeah, you know, back to the stats thing, though, I do believe stats are overrated because we always talk about, like, look at the numbers of these stats. This guy has 500 yards, At the end of the day, it's all about the wins. And I do believe we need to add an X factor. Who would you trust on the playoffs, on the road to win a game for you? Because the stats ain't going to count it there for you. Look at Lamar. They always talk about, oh, you know, we stats and say he's so great.
how did you know?
The guy's a bust.
Freaking league.
And I do believe right now, you know, it's a clear, you know, we're going to go next season or who knows when with saying, okay, Lamar, it was the reason he couldn't do it because of this or the reason is that. The guy's not a team leader. And now you got Joe Flacco with the Bengals. And I do believe the Bengals could actually, they could cause a little ruckus, a little stir up there. And I do believe they'll even beat and do better than the Ravens right now.
Yeah.
Well, anybody can do better than Cooper Rush right now. Come on. Well, you're pouring salt in Lamar's wound. He ain't even playing for the last couple of weeks. Come on, Bentley. Have a heart, brother. Have a heart.
All right. So, the only thing that really stuck out to me of the Chiefs Jacksonville game was just when you look at the Jacksonville side of the stats, you really don't understand how they won that game. That's all. So I think you're absolutely right that stats don't necessarily always mean anything. All that really matters
It's not
at the end
the
of the
person
day
that is on that
is
team.
winning the game. You play to win the game. You know.
Yeah.
So.
It's
Which
called a
goes
W.
into we'll just get it out of the way now. There was a little game in Philadelphia last week where this guy has been ranting and raving about Bo Nix, and I got my Cowboy up game from Bo Nix last week. I mean, he came into that fourth quarter. Tony, are you fully convinced we got our dog?
You better be watching the London game right now because
I'm
you
watching,
ain't gonna be fully
but
convinced.
I'll be honest with you. He's been doing great today. I'm watching it right now.
He's losing 11-10. How is that great, Tony?
No,
Well,
he's still
jet lag.
good as a quarterback. Our running, we need help with running right now. But no, and the defense is doing great. It's
he's
a good
walking
game.
off the sideline now to go punt. So
How much time is left in the game?
Hey,
Come on,
he's just butthurt because his team.
I don't care about Baltimore.
Yeah.
We're talking
Hey,
about
Cleveland is better than
just an update.
Cleveland.
How much time is left in that game?
Well, after you punt it away, we're going to go to the fourth quarter.
Okay, cool. So there's a lot of time. Anyways, I just want to say this. In that fourth quarter of the Eagles game, man, Bo Nix came out throwing strikes.
12 for 14 for 147 yards and a touchdown.
You ain't going to
That's
win a
what-
Super
that's
Bowl
what I
with a
needed to
fourth
see.
quarter. You got to win. You got to put 3 or 4 together, man.
Yeah. So I don't want to, go crazy about that game. It's just a regular season game. It's a big win for the Broncos. Um,
Yeah, it was,
that
yeah.
Dude, we went into Philly, and it's really just the way that we ended up winning. I mean, 18
And then,
unanswered.
if you think about it, we started their losing streak because then they lost Thursday night to New York Giants.
I was just going to say,
And
how
guess what? Guess who's throwing darts? Guess who's throwing darts? And guess their running back. He's about 220 pounds of quarter pound of cheese running in
Yeah.
with 3 touchdowns. Booyah! He made things happen.
What? So, Greg Vaughn, you got any thoughts on Denver and Philly last week?
Hey, Philly's playing horrible. Philly's they're in a rut. Bo Nix did what he had to do in the fourth quarter, and you got the win. But as you can see, I mean, Hurts is missing wide open wide receivers. Their passing game sucks. The run game sucks right now. They're just in a funk. But are they a good team? Are they going to be there in the end? Yes. Yeah, I think they will. I mean, that's why you can't get too high, too low. It's a marathon, not a sprint, right? So
Right.
they want to be playing well at the end of the year. So look at baseball. The Brewers, they came back last night just because they had the best record in the game, So it's just funny, man. It's who's playing well at the end of the year and right into the playoffs.
Agreed.
Agreed. It must be a
Mhm.
curse or something because both the Chiefs and the Eagles are struggling, and that flow isn't there. So I think you're right. It's a marathon, not a sprint. So let's just see what happens.
It's kind of a regular thing for the team that loses the Super Bowl to kind of have a letdown the following season. Not all the time, but that's relatively common. But to see both of them struggling like that. But again, like Bentley was saying, and like Greg was just saying, neither of those teams would I count out come the end of the season.
Yeah.
So what you guys you were in Denver for the game last week, right? G Unit?
Yeah, I was. Denver was lit.
I'm not sure.
I'm so glad that you guys. I'm so glad.
Right. So just real quick, G Unit, any thoughts on Broncos or Chiefs fans? What is it? What do you guys call it? Is it Chiefs Kingdom or something?
Chief-
What is Chiefs Kingdom?
Yes.
Yeah, is Chiefs Kingdom afraid that Broncos country is going to take the AFC West back this year? Because I think you are.
Yeah, definitely. I hear that all the time with my friends and some people around here. I'm in Topeka right now, the capital of Kansas. But yeah, no, people are scared of the Broncos. They're talking that the Broncos
This is Broncos country.
better. So we're going to see what happens.
Kingdom, Broncos country, Raider Nation.
Yeah.
And Chargers, they're the stepchildren of the Rams. Bentley, you got any thoughts on the Broncos and the Eagles last week?
Again, right now, it's such a long season. I'm not counting out the Eagles or KC. And I do believe we're going to see more from the Broncos and the Chargers. Right now, these guys make adjustments. It's week 6. It's still so early right now. So I do believe we're still going to see lots of changes throughout all the teams evolve and get better. And so I don't think we're there yet to count anyone out, except maybe I can name both teams right now. But otherwise,
Before we start anything else, remember this was during preseason that I said this, where Chargers and Broncos be first and second. Guess who's in third? Gosh darn it. It feels good to be right.
I want to believe that.
Hey, week 6, I'll take it. Nobody thought that the Kansas City Chiefs with Taylor, being number 3, they're always number 1. Hey, it happens, man.
They're distracted by her new record that just came out.
So I think this is where I go with this. Literally, like I said, we could sit on here for like 2 hours today. So I guarantee Vegas made, millions of dollars on the Chiefs game last week.
Yeah.
I guarantee Vegas made millions and millions of dollars on the Broncos game last week. Now, the next game I want to get into is we could just dive into this. I don't know if Vegas crushed because the line wasn't huge, but I'm becoming more of a believer in the Buccaneers and Baker Mayfield now.
Oh,
You know,
but
they go into Seattle and win that game last week. You know, that's not an easy place to win. I'm pretty sure we all took. See, I'm pretty sure I can get out. I should have last week's sheet in front of me. But buying or selling. Okay, I just want to talk about something. You guys remember? This is probably like 7 years ago when we were first doing this show live from the patio at the Plaque. The topic was Patrick Mahomes and Baker Mayfield. And I made a ridiculous statement because at the time, I think they were both rookies. Or maybe Mahomes had played one season. I took Mahomes. Like, whose career would you rather have? And Baker Mayfield, he's starting to make. I mean, if you want to run, but I don't want to dive too much into this. But I'm okay. I'm looking less wrong about that ridiculous statement I made like 7 years ago. So, Bama, buying or selling the Tampa Bay Buccaneers?
Oh, I'm buying them all day long. Why would you not buy them? I had them bought last year. They just had a tough end of the season right there. But yeah, you got one of the best quarterbacks in football in Baker Mayfield. You got one of the best receiving cores with a young guy in Ekanuba coming up. They get Mike Evans back healthy right there. I know that. I mean, Bucky Irving didn't play last week, and they still went into Seattle and beat up a really good Seattle team at the very end right there. Defense is making turnovers when they need to. You know, you give up 35 points, but you get some key turnovers when you need to right there. Especially in that division. Of course, they're going to be in the playoffs. The Buccaneers will be, but I don't see a reason why they can't make a good run again this year. I'm buying Tampa Bay all day long. Yeah.
TMP.
I think the Buccaneers.
Oh, sorry. So I'm just going to go around the horn here. TMP.
Go ahead.
Buy, sell Buccaneers. And are the Buccaneers the best team in the NFC right now?
I don't say they're the best team in the NFC, but damn, man, they're doing a great job of it right now. You know, like today is going to be a great game, but no, I'm buying on them because, you know, their running backs hurt. Their star wide receivers hurt. They got a couple banged up people, but they're still winning games. They're putting W's up, just like San Francisco, the team that they're playing today. They have banged up people, and then all of a sudden, you're going to have two banged up teams going head to head. Wonder who's going to get banged up today.
Yep. Bentley, you buying or selling? And okay, and I kind of think about it like this: if Tampa were playing, I mean, the Eagles in the NFC Championship game right now, who would you be taking? Are you buying or selling Tampa? And are they the best team in the NFC right now? And pretend that they're playing. I guess I have to use the Eagles as the example for the NFC. Would you give Tampa a shot at winning that game right now? Go ahead, Bentley.
Yeah, I give Tampa a shot at that. And Tampa right now, this is the thing. They're just playing like backyard football. That's what I like about them. They're playing very fearless. Baker's just going to throw the ball and give them the best chance possible. I do see them maybe, get in the playoffs, probably one and done or something. But they're going to be a great regular season team. That's what I believe.
Okay, cool.
But Bentley, if they're fully healthy, if they have Godwin back, and then on the other side they have Evans back, and then they have their running back, I think they have a good chance. Their tight end's been helping them out a lot this week, last couple of weeks.
Well, the coaching staff. They don't have the greatest coaching staff. You know, their head coach and the coordinator and so on.
They're winning games, Bentley. They're winning games.
Eagles already beat Tampa like 3 weeks ago. Eagles beat Tampa Bay this regular season already. They beat them in the playoffs last year and the year before. So if you're going heads up Tampa Bay Eagles, I'm going to take the Eagles all day long just because they have their number, it seems like.
Greg, on a scale of 1 to 10, how hard are you buying, or if you're buying the Buccaneers?
Oh, I'm at 8. The Buccaneers they're a real deal. You know, I mean, they're a solid team. They have a great coaching staff. You know, they've been there before. You know, Baker's playing out of his mind. So I think you have to buy the Buccaneers. And like I said, you know, they have veteran players, so that, you know, they're not going to get caught up in the moment. You know, and their coach, he stays pretty grounded all the time. You know what I mean? He doesn't get too high or too low. So
Yeah.
I'm all in on the Bucks.
Would you be bold enough to say the Buccaneers are the best team in the NFC right now?
No, but they're up there.
I mean, I'm sitting here thinking about it after what's happened to the Eagles the last couple of weeks. It's like, well, who really in the NFC? And they just went into Seattle and beat the Seahawks. Detroit. Yeah, okay, that's
Lions
good.
and
Okay,
49ers.
that's all I was looking for is the answer.
Lions
You'll find out with the
Niners.
Niners. Yeah, Niners today. You'll find out today with the Niners. They play Tampa Bay 2-4-1.
So,
Yeah.
okay. So you guys mentioned the 49ers. You guys mentioned
We're getting there. We're getting
Detroit.
there.
You guys mentioned Tampa Bay. You guys haven't mentioned yet Green Bay Packers. Even though they lost to Browns,
I
the
wanna-
Cleveland Browns, I get it.
Maybe at the end of the season, but like you lose to the Browns and you tie the Cowboys, then you go into the bye. It's just like on
they're
paper,
getting
they are the
refreshed. They're
paper.
getting refreshed.
No, man.
I'm hoping. Believe me,
There's a lot of teams.
because I have a whole bunch of Jordan Love rookie cards. I want them to light this season up like a Christmas tree. So real quick, G Unit, Buccaneers, buying, selling Baker Mayfield.
Buy-in.
You
Baker
buying?
Mayfield super cute. So first of all,
Of course, you would say that, G Unit.
I forget about the cuteness factor.
Yep.
So
watch football. Look at that. We look at that too. Yeah,
Look at those pants. Yes.
I hate to see you leave, but I love to watch the walk you away, man. I'm watching you, baby. I'm watching you.
Okay, so and again, Okay, so Buccaneers, they're really good, arguably the best. Okay, so let me just ask you this. If Detroit were to have to go and play at Tampa, I think that would be definitely who's the home team. If the Buccaneers right now played at Detroit, I'm taking the Lions. If the Lions had to play in Tampa, I'm taking the Buccaneers right now, I think. Am I wrong?
Hey. I will take the Buccaneers at home if they're fully healthy.
Okay, got it. All right. So I want to move into the next crazy ass game from last week. The Commanders destroyed the Chargers. This wasn't even close.
Yeah.
What in the
I
F? Okay,
thought that was disappointing.
now don't get me wrong. The Chargers' offensive line is putrid, but you still have you still got a pretty damn good team. Jaden, I don't know. And then again, another game where I promise you, Vegas backed up the Brinks truck after that game, all the money that they made on that game. So I don't know what to think about it. I have no real statement because it's just a crazy anomaly game. Of course, Jaden Daniels was coming back. We all had mentioned that on the show, but no, I don't think anybody could foresee.
See, real quick, Spencer.
Go ahead, Bama.
I'll say I got to tell Tony. I told Tony this. I think we all picked the Chargers last week, but we do our pick and pull at work every week, and I fill out on like Wednesdays I had Washington winning that game on the pick and pull, which for some reason I didn't say that on this taco show. I also had Tennessee beating Arizona last week on the pick and pull. Didn't call that on the show like that. So I'm trying to get the picture of the pick and pull this week so I can actually make the picks that I actually made. So maybe I can make a correct assessment to the world this week. But I had Washington pick to win that game. Why I got on the taco show last week and said they weren't going to, they didn't. I didn't, but yeah. So I've got my real pick and list this week. So yeah.
Hey, just real quick, Greg. How long do we have you for? Are you good for the whole show today, Greg, or you got to get on a plane or anything?
Yeah, I'm getting on a plane. So okay. If we run through the stuff, in a timely manner, I think I should be good. You know what I mean? There's so much stuff to talk about. It's just good games.
It's nuts. So we're real quick. Just comment on your thoughts of the Commanders and Chargers game last week, where I promise you, Las Vegas made so much money on that game last week.
Well, once again, I think you have to be careful with. I think the whole before has been on the quarterback. We're putting and giving so much praise to these quarterbacks that that are still young, still trying to figure it out. We all had Herbert ready to go in the Hall of Fame last week, and then he lays an egg. So that's why. I mean, you can give guys their flowers, but I just don't think when you're giving them gold jackets already, saying they're going to be the best of the best, I think, we have to let the season play out. And I think you're wrong about the Green Bay Packers. The Green Bay Packers are going to be there in the end.
Yeah.
They're that good. You know what I mean? And Jordan, they have a great coach. Excuse me. And Jordan Love, I mean, he's to me, he's ahead of Bo Nix.
Yeah. Oh, for sure. Yeah. For sure. I think Green Bay is going to be there in the end. I'm just talking right now, best team in the NFC. At least
well,
right
I would say Lions. I would say Lions, Buccaneers, and then I would go Lions, Buccaneers, and I would go Packers.
Okay, cool. So let's dive. Okay, we'll get back to, because I still want to chat about. We'll get back to the. Well, actually, no, we'll dive into this. Okay, because I gotta get into this with Greg. Okay, so there's two things. Mr. Mac Jones, huge win against the Rams last week. Number one. Then, if Mac Jones goes into Tampa and wins today, I'm sorry, you have a quarterback controversy.
Well, you know what? I would say yes, but I would also say no, just because when you guaranteed someone $100 million, it's basically that's your guy. That's your guy. But the flip side, I think Spencer he is hurt. Purdy is hurt. How long will he be hurt for? 5 games or 15 games? Who knows?
Well, okay. Greg, I wanted to ask you.
So there's
I had another thought about that. Listen, you played professional, obviously in the big leagues for a long time. Who tells you that you can't play? Is it the team doctor?
I think so. I think nowadays they have the trainers, they have the team doctor, they get involved. Back then it's basically, I know in baseball we said, hey, we can play until we felt like we were hurting the team if we went out there, right? But right. I think now that they hold guys out, and then it's a reflection of the bye week in the NFL. I mean, if I can sit a guy out today, and like you said, we have this marathon's not even to the first mile yet. You know what I mean? So I think if we can sit the guy out now and give him the bye week, like Baltimore is doing for Lamar, but right. I just think Baltimore's problems are so much larger, than Lamar. It's the line, it's the defense, it's all of that. Why put him in to get beat up at all? I might keep him out till
running back.
Where I'm going with this is just if Mac Jones goes in and beats Tampa today, I would not be surprised if Purdy's injury doesn't somehow conveniently get extended.
Oh, I could agree. I could see that, because you don't want to disrupt the rhythm of the team. And the way, the last time Purdy was out there, it looked like a whole lot of stuff was hurting, because he couldn't get the ball 20 yards down the field. He couldn't get it 20 yards down the field. And you know what I mean? And like I said, I think that the system is conducive to, timing and guys getting the ball out of their hand. Yeah. You look at Justin Fields, look at the game today. I mean, he gets off that first read, he's sacked. And, instead of just throwing the ball over the guy's head out of bounds, he takes hits and sacks. You got to get the ball out of your hand.
Yep.
What are you guys' thoughts? I mean, is Mac Jones magically out of nowhere the answer? Bama. I want to hear Bama's opinion. Is Alabama boy Mac Jones going to take the Niners to the promised land?
Mac Jones taking the promised land? No, Mac Jones won't. Brock Purdy will take them to the promised land if they go to the promised land.
No, Mac Jones. That's what I'm saying. Just think about it.
Mac Jones is basically showing out to the rest of the league that I'm going to be a quarterback with another team next year. That's what he's doing. He's not. When Purdy's healthy, they're going to go back. Like Greg said, you don't give the man a $100 million extension right there and tell him you're our guy, just to let another guy take a job right there.
Okay, if that were true,
You're not going to rush Purdy. You're going to keep it going
No,
like Greg said.
here's
Go and go with it, but still, you're not going to keep Purdy on the bench when he's healthy.
here's my argument to that. If that were true, then Tom Brady would have went back to the bench when Drew Bledsoe got healthy. It never happened.
If Mac
That's a
Jones
good
wins
point right there.
today,
That's a
he's
good
staying
point.
in.
I'm telling you, if he goes in and beats Tampa today, they are going to keep Purdy's butt.
I'm not
on that
saying they're
team.
going to not. I'm not saying that
Yes,
he's
they
just taking
are.
out next week, but no, they're not going to rush Purdy back. And like Greg, you don't want to mess up the rhythm of the team right there. But Mac Jones ain't going to win them a Super Bowl this year because he won't be playing that long with them. Purdy will be
I'm
back
just
in the
saying.
saddle before the end of the
Okay,
season.
Didn't
And
Mac
I
Jones
was-
win a championship in college? Did he win
Yeah.
a championship?
At Alabama, yes.
Okay. So he's got that experience. I do believe, and Kyle Shanahan has always had a man crush on him. I do believe if Mac wins today, they're all like, let's just keep him in here. It's a hot hand.
Yes.
He's got championship experience. I believe they're going to keep him in there and be like, well, screw the money. I mean, it's a damn Niners. I don't know.
What? They keep Mac Jones until he loses? They keep Mac, and then when he loses, you put Purdy back in? Is that what you think?
I believe
But you
that's
gotta
right.
be- No, you
But
can't. You
okay.
got to be the head coach made the decision. My guy, this year was Brock Purdy. That's why we thought he was the last year. We've taken us to the AFC or NFC Championship, whatever close to it was, 2 of the last 3 years, whatever it was. Just because he gets hurt and Mac Jones steps in and does really well, I mean, come on, man. You can't just throw Purdy to the side. I don't think that Kyle Shanahan wants to do that with Brock Purdy.
I think it's a Shanahan thing. This guy just knows. I don't know how the hell he does it with these quarterbacks, but if it's any coach, Kyle Shanahan quarterback, he can make anybody. I mean, look what he did with Purdy. Everyone was saying the same thing. Purdy's too small. He can't. Look how he played amazing in the Super Bowl. It wasn't his fault they lost.
Yeah.
I do believe now. Hey, Mac Jones, that's his boy, and I think he's gonna be like, if this guy wins on the road today, here, let it roll. Keep him in there.
Okay, here's my question. Tony, pretend that the 49ers win this game today behind Mac Jones. Who is the starting quarterback for the 49ers in week 1 of the playoffs?
Ooh, gotta be Mac Jones.
Mac
The
Jones.
only reason because
Jones.
Mac for president.
But here, ho. If he keeps on winning,
Unless he wins out from here on out, that's the only way he's a quarterback.
if he keeps on winning, let's say in 5 games from today, he wins 3 or 4 of them, I would keep him in because guess what? They have a trend. They have something going on. I agree with Greg. He said you got to keep it going. And I agree. If you break, the rope, you're going to drown.
I think Purdy is trying out, showing off for his next team. That's my prediction. So, anyways, let's get on to picks of the day real quick, just because I know Greg's got to catch a plane. So, I'm just gonna go over the games that stuck out to me this week. You got Seattle at Jacksonville. Can Jacksonville do it two weeks in a row? Seattle is the road favorite right now, favored by 1.5. Man, that's a toughie. It's a toughie. I need to go to Schwami. I need to see what Tony the Greek's thoughts are on Seattle, favored by 1.5 at Jacksonville. I want to take Jacksonville, but
one thing about Seattle, they have a great duo in the backfield. That's hard to go against. But you know what? Sam Darnold, he's doing a good job. He's playing the game right. But today, I'm taking Sunshine and Jacksonville. I think ETN's going to run them up because their defensive line is not the best in the world for Seattle. But I think ETN's going to have a great day today. I go Jacksonville.
Jacksonville. Okay, world, you just heard it on the Sports and Tacos podcast. Take Jacksonville today. Greg Vaughn, anybody else got thoughts on this game? Agree or disagree? What are your thoughts, Greg?
No, I like Jacksonville. I think Jacksonville has the momentum. The coaches, I mean, you need some luck. I think the last, them scoring that touchdown, when you fall down, how many times does the guy get touched or lose the ball or whatever? I think they're riding the wave right now. And if I get a dog at home like that, I'm taking Jacksonville all day, especially Seattle going from basically Alaska or Japan to play them on the other end of the continent. I'm taking Jacksonville all day. You lose 3 hours too? Yeah, I'm taking Jacksonville.
3 hours, completely different climate. You know, it's going to be hot and humid, man. And Greg, you know this. You went to Miami. Like I'm a runner, okay. And when I lived down in the Keys, like in California, I could go run 3-4 miles, no problem. When I was jogging, when I'd get up in the morning and go run in the Keys, it is a whole nother animal when it's 85 and it is like 90% humidity.
Oh yeah, no doubt, no doubt. You know what? For some reason, my body feels better in the heat, but I mean, I'm not playing football too, right? So
Right.
at the same
It's
time,
just,
same time, it's going to be, definitely a climate change for some guys. But once again, they're pros. They all been through it. They
yeah,
play college. They've been through it. So I don't think it's going to be that much of a difference. I think it's going to be, you know, uh, just the travel in itself, the
right.
3 hour time difference, and they're playing at basically 10 o'clock West Coast time. So for me, I think that's that plays large.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Totally.
Jags got
Bentley,
this. No,
what's
Jags
that?
all day.
Jacksonville,
Easy.
Bama.
Damn. Well, I mean, I don't want to. I want to change my pick now because I had Jacksonville also. I figured somebody here would take Seattle after the way they lost that game last week on the road. Or I'm sorry, at home to Tampa Bay. But no, I like Jacksonville, man. I don't know why they just
Wow.
seem like a pretty quietly good team this year. At home, if it was the other way around, I of course would probably take Seattle if it was in Seattle. But yeah, at home in Jacksonville,
Okay.
like Jacksonville, yeah.
Okay, now this gets to the game of the day, in my opinion, is San Francisco at Tampa Bay. Tampa is a 3.5 favorite. Uh, I'm taking Mac Jones, man. I'm taking Mac Jones plus that 3.5 all day.
No,
What are your guys' thoughts?
I disagree.
That's
Personally,
gonna be a great game.
How can you go against Baker Mayfield at home against a backup quarterback? I know you keep saying Mac Jones is the savior of San Francisco, but Mac Jones is great. Mac Jones is good. Christian McCaffrey's good. But Ricky Pearsall ain't playing today again. He's out. Greg Kittle still ain't playing with that team right there. Again, you're going from West Coast to East Coast. Give me Baker Mayfield and the Bucky Irvingless Buccaneers all day.
Okay, Greg Vaughn, the points. I know, obviously, you're going to be. Are you Homer Simpson today, Greg Vaughn?
No, I don't bet with my heart, dude. If I don't like, if I'll just stay off. I won't bet against my team. I'll just stay off the game. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't. Yeah, I just stay off the game. I'm not, but I don't bet with my heart. Never have, never will. I think it's going to be tough for the 49ers to win in Tampa. Once again, they're playing well. Once 10, 20 time, time game. I mean, game time on the West Coast. So I think it's going to be tough to go into Tampa and win. The 49ers are riding a pretty good way, but at some point, you're going to need your A-list players back to win in this league, right? You can't keep going out there and throwing darts and Jones Stone for 350, every single week. I mean, that's hard to sustain. So I think Tampa, it's going to be tough to win at Tampa. Tampa's going to be, they're picked, one of my picks to go far into the playoffs. And I think it's going to be a tough go for the 49ers today, with the lineup being the way it is.
Got it. So are you going to abstain from making a wagering pick here?
Yeah, because I don't want to root against my team, but I would.
Got it.
And I don't like to lose money.
Bentley, Tampa's favored by 3. I just love that hook. I mean, I think Tampa wins this game, but I think it's going to be a grind. And if they do, it's by a field goal. And I think that hook could make you money today on San Francisco. What are your thoughts, Bentley?
49ers, they know the world's against them. They're going to win this game.
Straight up?
Yeah, they're going to win this game. I don't know, by a lot, little, whatever that is, but 49ers, they are playing right now with the world against them. They know the odds. Mac Jones is not a favorite. They got the beat-up guys. But here's the thing, Kyle Shanahan and the schemes. And I think we're going to see Mac light up Tampa.
Sweet. What does Tony the Greek have to say about this? And Tony, if any of these games are your pick of the day, you have to announce it.
No, they're not. No, I think it's going to be a great game, but unfortunately, too bad both teams are wounded.
Yeah.
Both teams. They're both all banged up and all this and that. But you know what? I'm going to go with the starting quarterback. I'm going to go with Baker. Sorry, Parker. I'm going with Baker Mayfield. I'm taking Tampa Bay, and I'll get the points or get the points, whatever they're going to do. I think they're going to be winning by a touchdown or more.
Okay. Then,
I
Tony.
just don't think San Francisco. They're banged up, but they're still winning games. But unfortunately, they're banged up.
Tony, we're gonna make this our taco pick of the day. I'm taking Greg's 49ers plus 3.5 for 50 tacos.
All right. Well, right now you're at 250.
Hey, no, I'm gonna before the end of the show, we're gonna get out the list and we're gonna do some accounting because I'm pretty
You took
sure
Kansas City because you have them all over your walls.
Like I said, I have it written down. We'll move on. Okay. So the only other game of the day that is Detroit at Kansas City.
Great game.
KC is favored by 2.5 in that game. It's another toughie. My personal thoughts. I mean, do the Chiefs go 2-4? I mean,
possible.
I don't know.
NFC game.
Yeah, very possible.
So Chiefs are favored by 2.5. Bama, you got to put $1 million on it.
Chiefs at home on a Sunday night. Hard to go against Mahomes, but I am going to go against Mahomes on this right here, and I'm not confident on this, not 100%, because Detroit gets out of the dome and the turf right there, whatever. They're not that good sometimes, but give me Jared Goff, give me David Montgomery, give me St. Brown, give me Jahmyr Gibbs, give me Dan Campbell and that team right there. Yeah, give me them going into KC tonight and covering it 2.5, or getting to it. If they get 2.5, I'll take that also. But yeah, I think they won a game.
2.5.
They won a game outright.
Greg Vaughn, any thoughts on this game?
No, I'm Detroit.
Detroit?
Yeah, I'm Detroit. I think Detroit's they got it clicking right now. I'm a little leery of their play caller still a little bit, but I mean not on defense, defensive coordinator. But I think they got the one corner that gets like 5 defensive holding illegal contact calls a game. You know what I mean? So if he can, I think it'll be a good game. But I take the points in Detroit.
Yeah. Bentley, what's your thoughts on this game?
I love Detroit. I love the way they're playing. So fearless. I love that 4th down thing. I love how they just go for it. I love their coach, their defense. These guys are playing with – that's a real team with a heart. I'm going to give it to Detroit. They're just going to be fearless. They're going to throw the ball as much as they can. They're going to do their little trick plays and because they know they're the underdogs in this game. So I'm giving it to Detroit. I hope we have a great Sunday night game. I'm super excited for this game tonight.
Okay, I'm sorry, it's in Kansas City. The Chiefs are going to be mad. Give me the Chiefs just because. What is Tony the Greek in again? If this is your pick of the day, which I doubt it is. But what are your thoughts on this game? Tony the Greek.
I think the Chiefs are going to lose back-to-back losses. It's going to be it's been a while for you could say that for Kansas City Chiefs, but man, they're playing Detroit. They're hyped up. They're all healthy. Their defense is healthy. That's they got a great defense. But at the same time, great defense, you got a great offense, and you got a great combo in that backfield. And then, geez Louise, they got a good tight end. And you know what? They also, have a good quarterback. Yeah, I got Detroit.
Detroit, dang. Okay. All right. Drum roll, please. I would like to know what Tony the Greek's pick of the day is in world. Just so you know, Tony the Greek is off the schneid. He had a straight money pick last week with Detroit, covering 9.5 over the Bengals, right? Yeah. So, drum roll, please. What is Tony the Greek's day?
The Brownies going into Pittsburgh. The Pittsburgh Steelers will destroy them. They will beat them. They will eat them. They will put them back into the coal mines. They will destroy them. I got Pittsburgh all day long. I got old man Rodgers going all day throwing to DK Metcalf. Oh my gosh. And their little running back that nobody ever heard of is going to be something too.
Yeah. What's the point? What do you got to cover on that today? You know?
The spread of the day. I just saw it too. 6.5.
Okay.
Might as
So
well get-
World Wide Web.
Might
Tony
as
the
well
Greek
get 14.
has spoken.
They have no quarterback anymore. Their quarterback went to the other side of Cleveland, to Cincinnati, to, play that game over there.
Yeah. Okay. World Wide Web. Tony and I like it. I mean, Rodgers is playing good. He's playing loose.
They only lost one game, y'all.
Yeah.
They lost one game against this old timer.
Hey, did anybody hear? Not that it really matters, but I heard a rumor that when they played in Ireland, was that 2 weeks ago? Did you guys hear that Rodgers showed up just housed? Like he was. There's a rumor that he showed up drunk and.
Hey man, you got to drink those Steins out there. That's some good alcohol because there's no ABV limit.
You know what? Rodgers is just having fun, and he's giving them the best chance for the Steelers to actually do something this season. So I think it's a perfect fit. And not a Steelers fan, but I am a Rodgers fan, you could say. And I think they got a chance every weekend. He's just playing backyard football, and they got a chance every weekend.
Yeah.
Well, remember back in the day, Ken the Snake Stabler, the Oakland Raiders. He used to be drunk playing the game.
Yeah,
like,
chewing tobacco and stuff during the middle of the game.
Dude, they were smoking cigarettes.
And winning Super Bowls.
Fred
Hey,
Biletnikoff.
man, good job for Rodgers.
Fred Biletnikoff, a wide receiver. That was Ken Stabler's Hall of Fame wide receiver. They got video of him choking down heaters, smoking cigarettes on the sideline of an NFL game.
What a time in football back then. That
Different
was awesome.
with a different time, that's for sure. So, okay. Anyways, World Wide Web. Tony the Greek's pick of the day is the Steelers to cover 6.5, and that's a good football number. They win by 7. I like it. So we've covered all the picks of the day. The only other game, like I said, I wanted to get through picks of the day. Greg, what is your pick of the day? Or do you have one? Greg Vaughn.
Yeah, hold on. My pick of the day is I think the Commanders over the Bears. The Commanders are. I think you're playing at home. They got their boy back, and Debo's actually playing wide receiver instead of running back now. So I think they have a chance. I think the Commanders will cover against the Bears.
What's the line there?
4.5.
4.5. Oh yeah, totally. I mean, if you can do what you did to the Chargers last week, you would think the Bears would be easy money. But
you would think so.
That's why you should go the other side if that's what you think.
Yeah, that's why. This season,
if it makes sense, then it doesn't make sense.
This season, especially. Yeah. I mean, Vegas is just every weekend.
A game
Vegas
out here, Tony.
Yeah.
Are the Raiders going to cover against the Titans?
You know what? Hey, that was the one topic. Thank you, Mr. Greg Vaughn. I was ready to talk about this. Is this the time that this running back goes out and steps up against a last place offensive line? Our defensive line, I'm sorry, America. But no, I think this is the time that I got the Raiders. And I'll give me the points or take the points. I like the Raiders.
I think so too. I think they should. But in Gentry's in his defense, dude, he can't get the ball and have one guy on his leg already. You know what I mean? But that's the part.
Gino can't do nothing either.
Exactly. Hey, Greg, but that's the part that I like. They're playing against a banged up defensive line for Carolina. Oh, I like Tennessee. I'm sorry. And then they got a freshman quarterback, Ward. My gosh, I'm all day. And Ridley is having a horrible time in Tennessee right now. He can't catch a ball.
He had a breakout game last week.
Well, yeah, one out of how many? No, I'm just saying.
No, I like the Raiders that game.
I like the Raiders huge on that one. And if you're betting prop picks, take the running back.
Yeah.
Yep.
I like the run because their defensive line is.
All right, fellas.
Broncos already showed that.
Okay. I just want to show this on the screen. You guys see that right there?
50
What's that
tacos.
say? It says 50 tacos, New England.
Yeah, Tony, you
Boom.
Tacos.
Go back and check.
I thought it was Jacksonville.
I owe 150. I'm only down 150 tacos. I'm on a 2-game winning streak. So.
All right, fellas. I'll see you
Hey,
guys.
man, are you going to be putting me on your wall, dude, like a poster?
Enjoy.
XO. All right, awesome, Greg.
Your 49ers are going down, SA.
Hey, you know, hey, I stay away from that game. I stay away from that game.
Yeah, heck yeah. I wouldn't touch that game right there. Heck no,
I
okay,
feel comfortable about my bet.
Yeah. What are your? I guess we got like I don't know 4 more minutes till we cover an entire hour. You guys have any thoughts on Flacco? You know, does anybody know when Burrow is supposed to come back? Like
my question,
3 months.
No, yeah, Burrow might be back like middle of December, but now my question is this over you, Spencer. Do you think, Spencer? Do you think that Cincinnati talked to San Fran to try and get Mac Jones, and they said no, we need him to cover Brock Purdy? Because I don't think Joe Flacco was your first choice for backup. No,
I mean, probably. Dude, I don't know how you could get rid of Mac. I'm sorry, I don't know how you get rid of Mac Jones right now. I'm trading Purdy before I trade Mac Jones, and I understand that huge contract.
Oh, maybe they even offered to take Purdy out, but I just don't think Joe Flacco is the answer to the Bengals. And I again, don't get me wrong, Joe Flacco, he did it what 2 years ago. He took over the Browns and took them to the playoffs, had a good run. And
yeah,
he did beat Green Bay this year, but that was more of a defensive win than an offensive win right there. So I just don't, I don't, and especially as bad as the offensive line, I don't see Flacco really helping out the Bengals a whole lot, honestly.
I mean, at least they have.
When you have look what happened to their quarterbacks. They're already all banged up.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, you got a guy that's out for 3 months because of the offensive line.
No, I know it's enticing. You got Jamar Chase and D. Higgins to throw to right there. So it's enticing right there to have somebody like Flacco who can get the ball down the field, but he ain't going to have time with that team, I don't feel like. That's the problem.
Yeah.
That's the problem. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess now that the more I think about it, yeah, it's kind of just throwing a warm body out there that might give you.
He's probably a better option than Browning, of course, because he's got more experience. He's got a better arm. He can read defenses better. He's probably not as maneuverable as Browning is, but still, if you got Jamar Chase and Higgins, you should be able to get the ball out quick and do something. You'd figure,
and I don't have the Broncos game. What did that go final? What's happening in the Broncos game?
Actually, there's a minute 56 left. The Jets have the ball, 1st and 10 at the Broncos 47, and the Broncos were leading 13-11. But the Broncos just sacked him right there. You're back to the 49 now. The Jets side.
All right, we're gonna call it a show. I'm gonna try and catch the end of that game real quick.
Yeah, there are 2 minutes left. You better watch the Broncos lose.
All right, dude.
And once your 49ers lose, SA.
Yeah.
I'm telling you. I got 3.5. I just have a feeling that 0.5 is going to save me. So, all right, everybody have a good day and go football.
Yeah, go football.
All right, see you guys.
Later.